All right, today we are going to learn the SMART 7 strategy. We've been talking about comprehension, understanding what we read, and so today we're going to learn the SMART 7. It's going to help you. It can be one of your strategies when you are reading, okay? So the first step is to read and box the title, okay? So I'm going to show you an example of these once we go through the steps. Step 2, you're going to number all the paragraphs. Step 3, you're going to read each paragraph. And if there's anything important that you want to underline or write some keywords outside, you can do that as you're reading. Step 4 is to read the questions and underline important things in the questions. Step 5 is to read each answer and put an answer choice next to it. You're going to either put a check, a question mark, or an X based on how you feel about that answer. Step 6, you're going to prove your answer, okay? Tell me where you found it in the text. And step 7, you're going to mark your answer. You're going to actually fill it in, okay? So I will start with an example. We're going to read in the rainforest, and we'll do the SMART 7, okay? So the first step was read and box the title. So the title is In the Rainforest. So we're going to read it and box it. Step 2 is number the paragraphs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 paragraphs. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. Step 3, we're going to read each paragraph. And as we read, we're going to write things out to the side if there's something important or underline. Okay? Some of the world's most interesting plants and animals live in tropical rainforests. These forests are near the equator in part of the world called the tropics. The climate there is always warm. Tropical rainforests usually get rainfall every day. A rainforest has 4 layers. The bottom layer is called the forest floor. It's quite dark and very little sunlight filters through the trees, the tall trees. The forest floor is also very damp. Water drips off the plants after the rain, and even the air is wet. Nothing ever really dries out in the first layer. The second layer is the understory. Many kinds of animals live in the smaller trees that grow in this layer. The third layer is the canopy. Even more animals live here. At this level are the tops of many trees. The leaves and branches of different trees link together, and the canopy is like a roof. The fourth and top layer is the emergent layer. It includes the tallest of the trees. Some are more than 200 feet tall. These trees get the most sunlight and rain. Many plants grow only in the rainforest, and these plants have developed ways to live there. Microheterophs are one kind of plant that lives on the forest floor. Not much sunlight reaches them. Most plants have the sunlight to make their own food. Microheterophs get food another way. Their roots draw food from the fungi that decompose dead leaves and flowers. Many rainforests flowers are high in the trees. In most rainforests, the trees flower at different times. Some flowers in the rainforest only bloom once every 5 years. So that was step 3, read each paragraph, okay? So now we're going to go to step 4, which is read each question and underline key words. Question 1 says, what do most plants need to make their own food? So we're talking about plants and what they need to make food, okay? So those are the important things, plants and what they need to make food, okay? So then we're going to read each answer choice. Usually 2 of them you can X out automatically, right? Silly ones. And then we'll have maybe a question mark by 1. If we really know the answer, we'll put a check by it, okay? So, what do most plants need to make their own food? Fungi, flowers, sunlight, or dead leaves and flowers? Okay? So we have to go back in the text because step 6 is prove your answer. But let's see if we can rule out any of these answers. Do you guys think any of these we could take out automatically? What do you think, Olivia?
Dead leaves and flowers.
Dead leaves and flowers? Okay, because that's kind of silly, right? It doesn't talk about that making their own food, right? All right. What about out, any others you could rule out, you think, Morgan?
Fungi.
Okay, cause why would you wanna rule out that one?
Cause not most plants need fungi, they usually need someone.
Just the first ones, right? Okay. Alright, so we can rule out that. So let's go back and look in the text and see if we can find what they need to make their food. Cause we have to prove our answer. Let's read, see if we can find it anywhere in here. There it is, right there in paragraph 6, right? Most plants must have sunlight, right? Took us a minute to get there, right?
Yes.
Okay? So we know that our answer is sunlight. We put a check mark by it, and when it says prove your answer, step 6, prove your answer, we proved it, right? We found it right there in paragraph 6, so we're gonna put P6 on our answer, okay? Because we proved it. And then step 7 is mark your answer. So that's where when we actually fill it in, okay? And we go through that and do that for every single question, right?
Right.
So we had all 7 steps. Let's review them again. I'm just gonna do it with that one question, but I wanna review the steps with you before you have a chance to do it on your own. Cause I know I went over it kinda quickly. Step 1, read and box the title. Step 2, number the paragraphs. Step 3, read each paragraph and underline important words. Step 4, read each question and underline the words. That's the one that lots of people forget, underlining important words in the question, okay? A lot of kids just read the question and look for the answer. They don't underline anything important, okay? You're gonna put a check, a question mark, or an X next to every answer choice, because we're reading every answer choice. And then you're gonna go back in the text for step 6 and prove your answer. Write the paragraph number that you found your answer. And then step 7, most important, mark your answer and fill it in, okay? All right, so we're gonna go back to my desk and see if you guys can do the Smart 7, okay?